I'm upset, confused, hungry, heartbroken. I just filmed like a 20-minute rant about Made in Chelsea. And the audio got fucked up and corrupted. Ironically, every single week after I watch Made in Chelsea, this video is not going to be about that because I'm not repeating myself. I'm just not doing it. You're just going to have to guess what I said. That'll be a fun game for you all to play at home. Look at me, Ray, I'm so annoyed with technology and life. Every week after I watch Made in Chelsea, I have a compulsion to film a video complaining how shit some of the non-characters are, how bland and boring some of the people are on there, that it's baffling to me that they got on TV in the first place. Baffling and low-key kind of rude, because excuse me, I'm right here. And then when I finally get around to doing it, audio's fucked. Anyway, never mind that. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm gonna keep up with the complaining, but I'm not repeating myself, so I'll just complain about something else that's been on my mind for the past few months now, and that is companies doing vegan products shitty when they say otherwise. Catchy title, isn't it? Now, if you just want to be like, oh, why are vegans trying to make food like it tastes like blah, blah, blah. It's such a low IQ argument that I'm just going to pretend that you don't exist. Yeah, so leave your dislike and go, because I'm not going to argue about that. It's such a lobotomite way of thinking. It's not worth me even killing my brain cells over. Listen, I'm grateful that it's 2021 and there is so much variety, good variety of vegan meat, dairy, chocolate, whatever replacements. Thank you for your service, vegans in the 60s that had to eat buckwheat and probably a lot of falafel. Thank you so much. You crawled so I could run with my Ben and Jerry's. However, because the technology has come along so well, now there's no fucking excuse for your products to be shitty. And these are some of the main offenders that I've got in my mind. Cadbury's. Okay, so this one irritates me. The Cadbury's vegan bar, which I tried. This one really irritates me because they came out of a statement that they were working on making a vegan chocolate bar. And then when it came out, they said precisely that they were taking so long because they really wanted it to have the unique glass and a half taste, but made of almond milk or whatever. They wanted it to have that specific Cadbury's taste, which didn't Cadbury's get bought out by some, so it doesn't even taste like it used to 10 years, I don't know. But they said this, and then when the plant bars came out, made of almonds, yeah, when they came out, they said that, you know, sorry we've taken so long, but it just took so long to perfect the taste of these so it tastes like Cadbury's. So I had one. Whoever tasted that and thought that tastes like, you know, classic Cadbury's has never had a Cadbury bar in their fucking life. Like, it tastes kind of like just really cheap, almost bad advent calendar chocolate. It's a bit waxy. It doesn't taste anything like a traditional Cadbury's bar. And I think what annoys me the most about this is when these people, when they just lie to you, they just lie and say, you know, we've been working for so long on this. Yeah, sure, Galaxy have had 5 vegan bars that taste good. Sure, ignore them. We've been working so hard on this because we really wanted to recreate. It tastes nothing fucking like it. But they must know that. But they also just want to get the vegan buck by just chucking any old shit out there. Probably not even the makers of Cadbury's. Probably they've like bought it from some third party like company, advent calendar chocolate company, and shoved that in their Cadbury bars instead. Don't hit me with a, we've just been making sure that it tastes, you know, just like bullshit. I call bullshit on that. Fucking bullshit. As I say, Cadbury's have their vegan bars that are very nice, especially the cookie crumble one. But really, why even bother when Nomo is a thing? It's a vegan company, as far as I'm aware, vegan chocolate. They have chocolate caramel, but like actual caramel, you know, like a Cadbury's caramel or a Galaxy caramel, actual caramel. Why even bother? Like, why even bother? Oh wait, just because you want to try to get the sustainability buck. And did you know that Bourneville, a subsidiary, it falls under the Cadbury's umbrella anyway, they put milk back. So Bourneville were one of those products that were accidentally vegan. Yeah, because they just don't. And usually they won't, a lot of things are accidentally vegan, but they won't say so on the packet just because there might be a risk of cross-contamination. And that's just to save their own backs that they don't do that on. I mean, it's very, very, very unlikely. And by risk of cross-contamination, I mean maybe like a dairy cell is on someone's glove, which probably walk past a cow and get like dairy cells. Do you know what I mean? To me, that doesn't mean a fucking thing. And to a lot of people, it doesn't mean a thing. That's why a lot of products are like accidentally vegan. But usually they can't state so. And it's not because they worry about vegans. It's because they worry about people who have allergies and they just want to save their back against any sort of potential lawsuit. If someone eats, I don't know, a rich tea biscuit, but it's accidentally being cross-contaminated with mollusks or I don't know. So Bourneville were one of those products that were accidentally vegan. And then they decided to put the milk back in. Now the Bourneville fingers, the Cadbury's fingers but dark chocolate versions, they don't have any, they're still accidentally vegan. But the decision by Cadbury's to put the milk, it wasn't missing anything, it's dark chocolate. Dark chocolate, more often than not, naturally has no milk or milk fat or skimmed milk powder. Naturally. It's dark fucking chocolate. Says so in the neck. I'm getting so intense. This is what Cadbury's has done to me. But you just know that they've done that. So then maybe in 6 months or so, or maybe in time for Veganuary, they can re-release Bourneville, but now vegan certified, and then they'll charge you like $5 for a square. Fuck Cadbury's. Done with them. Who's next on the... Oh. Marks and Spencer's. Their vegan range... It's pretty nice. It's pretty good. I like it. My mum, who's like anti-vegan, anti-me, I'm joking. But she's, you know, she kind of that generation where it's like, what do you mean? Vegan sausage roll, get stuffed, kind of, you know. She's not like that. Oh, she's just going to have a go at me for saying that. I mean, she won't have a go at me. No, she'll have a... Digging myself even deeper into this hole. What I'm trying to say is, you know, she spent a lot, like decades, a certain way. And also, when I went veggie when I was 13, she was kind of like, what? Which I feel like it was a typical reaction back then anyway. It's probably more, like, it's much more socially acceptable now. Back then it was a little bit like, what are you going to fucking eat then? Pasta. Very much. Pasta and cheese. She's someone who will always bring up with glee that apparently one time at a McDonald's when I was 13, I shouted meat is murder at people. I don't recall doing that, so I don't think it actually happened. I think she's trying to implant a false memory. You know, but she thinks that's funny. For example, she likes the Plant Kitchen range. She actually thinks it's good. The Waitrose vegan range, she also likes like the chili stuff. So, you know, for someone like her who's been a meat eater, you know, for all of her life, to then actually enjoy not like tofu but the fake chicken. Yeah, the sweet and sour no chicken like meat replace that M&S do. She really likes that, you know. So, which is a good thing. So M&S really hits with that stuff. But they're vegan cheese. And I know what people are going to say, but Alizee, vegan cheese is rank. The supermarket versions, yes, and this is why there's no excuse, and I will show you. M&S came out with a mature, which is going to be like a cheddar. I tried that ages ago and thought, okay, it's not the worst thing I've ever had, but it's not great, not buying this again. And then I saw that they had a little, you know, Christmas cheese platter, so I thought, against my better judgment, oh, fine, I'll buy it and see what it's like. And I tried some the other day. They had a smoked cheese that smelled like petrol and somehow tasted worse. I wanted to be sick. I had to spit it out. I hate spitting food out because I think it's really just vulgar and kind of rude. But I had to wash my mouth out with soap would have made it taste better. It was so vile, so offensive to all the senses, smell, taste, sight. I could hear how awful it was. Inedible. Couldn't do it. Couldn't put anyone else through it. And I've noticed a funny thing. Yeah. Most supermarkets now have their own vegan cheese like section and versions, like own brand, Tesco's, Aldi, whatever. From what I've tried of them, which I try and stay away from them, they all kind of taste the same, which makes me think there is just this one supplier pumping out this horrible, horrible stuff and selling it to all of them, and they're all masquerading it as their own product. It's upsetting. It's so upsetting. And vile life, that's what I call it. Don't even get me fucking started on vile life and how that seems to just be the go-to cheese, like vegan cheese that mainstream restaurants will use or whatever. I can't trust it. I was at a restaurant the other day, had the French onion soup without any vegan cheese on, because I couldn't trust that they were going to use vile life or something. Sure, at Pizza Hut, when it's on like a pan base with loads of vegetables and other stuff on top, mask the taste a bit. You can kind of get away from it. Get away with it. Freudian slip there. Get away from it. Just run away as fast as fucking possible. And I see that Vile Life have come out with a camembert. I can't even imagine. I'm never going to try it. No way. The only one of theirs that has been like somewhat okay is their mature cheddar, ironically. Like, it's kind of okay. The first time I ever tried Vile Life, several years ago when I first went vegan in my early 20s, I went to like this little vegan grocery shop in East London, and I saw, Vile Life cheddar cheese, and the first 6 months of like going dairy free are quite difficult. I would get dreams about eating cheese pizza, Domino's double cheese. Double cheese with the thin base, so it's just like eating loads and loads of melted mozzarella on like a cracker basically. So anyway, I buy this cheddar style from Vile Life. I go home, I cut myself a sliver, I put the sliver in my mouth and chew. At first nothing happens, but then I get almost this like blooming of flavour in my mouth that wouldn't stop, and it was fucking disgusting. It tasted like let me put it this way. I remember this distinctly because I had to spit that out, and I felt very upset afterwards. Like, what have I signed myself up for? Is this how it's going to be for the rest of my life? What am I doing? At that time, I was really thinking of those poor cows. I really had to put them to the forefront of my fucking mind to keep steady, and I did. I've never slipped up. But it tasted so bad that later on that night, I decided to have a little party. I think I was by myself waiting for my flatmate to come home from work, and I just decided, because I had rocks of MDMA in a little bag. When you get it and it's rocks, and you're meant to smash them up and grind them down, put them in a drink, or oh god, we used to snort them. We used to fucking snort crushed up. Anyway, I tell you this because I think I just ate a chunk. Just ate a little pebble of MDMA, as we would sometimes do back in the day. And MDMA tastes so vile. It tastes so chemically and wrong, and the taste of it would sometimes make me feel sick, or sometimes I'd remember it and then want to dry heave because it's so disgusting. And yet the Vile Life was worse than that. One could even say that Vile Life kind of pushed me towards taking drugs that night to try and scrub my memory clean of that horrible, horrible cheese. And I know what people are going to say. Oh, but Alizee, all vegan cheese is bad. Da, 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 da. Ha! That's where you're wrong. There is a brand, and this is not sponsored. Doesn't need to be. I tell everyone about this. Called Honestly Tasty. This is a brie they've come out with. And this is a camembert. Right. So the brie, you can just have like that on crackers. The camembert, you cook. Stick some garlic cloves and some sprigs of rosemary. This brand fucks. This brand is so good. Put it this way. My boyfriend's French. He knows his cheeses. He likes his cheeses. He thinks this is genuinely good. Not good for a vegan cheese. Genuinely good products. I can't hype them up enough. They've changed my life. They've renewed my faith in humanity. Not only that, there's also a brand called I Am Not Okay, and they have this vegan cheese called the Nero Minded. If you like truffle, it's black and it's truffle infused and it's delicious and it's so flavorful. And you know, it's soft. So like they're all kind of, none of them are really like the mature cheddar slices. They're soft for putting on crackers and, you know, having a little cheese board with if you so fancy. Well, honestly tasty. They also have a vegan zola, a blue cheese. That's incredible because it's all like, I think this one has truffle in as well, actually. Yeah, truffle infused with an authentic rind. The rind banging. The vegan zola, if you're partial to a bit of blue, really nice stuff. They also have their own version of boursin, and I'm going to get to boursin right now, actually, because boursin came out with plant-based garlic and herb infused cream cheese, and I bought this thinking it's boursin. Boursin, you know, the kings of garlic and herb cream cheese. There's no way that they could fuck this up, is there? This sucks. And it's like £3 or so, so it's much more expensive than the usual ones. Not worth it. It sucks. It's like gritty and grainy, and it doesn't really taste that herby or that garlicky and cheesy. And you know, I was slagging off the supermarkets for their vegan cheese selections earlier. However, I will say that, you know, the Sainsbury's garlic and herb cream cheese, absolutely fine. The She's garlic and herb cream, absolutely fine. You know, it's pretty hard to fuck up like garlic and herb cream cheese. You could probably make it yourself using a block of tofu and herbs and garlic and whatnot. I mean, the main taste is garlic, and herbs. They're the overpowering taste. So you just need like a creamy texture to go along with that. Bam. There you get it right. And it's like £1.80 for a tub that's bigger than this. It's just shit. You know, and I heard on the grapevine, no, I just check the vegan news daily for what new products and mainly chocolates are coming out. Krispy Kreme's coming out with free flavours in time for January. I'm so confident in this, I'm taking this to my mum on Christmas Day to share some. That's how fucking, and she loves brie. That's how confident I am in this. It's creamy, has a nice rind. It goes so well with like some chili onion relish. Yes, I am a little bit up myself and fancy when it comes to food. Thank you very much. It's not just all eating. Oh, I just remembered. You know turkey dinosaurs? You know Quorn came out of turkey, like they're dinosaurs. They're not turkey flavoured. They're Quorn chicken dinosaurs. False advertisement, because when you think of little breaded dinosaurs, you think of turkey dinosaurs from our childhoods. The point of this video is the technology has come so far that there's no excuse for substandard products from these huge corporations and companies. Cadbury's, massive. That's the best you can do. The little like Sainsbury's own brand, free from vegan reindeer chocolate. I should stop saying it's like, I mean, you know what I mean. Little like chocolate Santas and, you know, the on sticks. Do you know what I'm talking about? Around this time of year. Just their own brand, Tesco's own brand, milk, chocolate, is better by default than the Cadbury. Like, that's the best you can do. Boursin, that's what I was going to say about the M&S cheese too. There is no fucking way that a team of people, you know, who test the food, tested that vegan cheese monstrosity selection from M&S and went, yeah, no, this is genuinely good. Yeah, this tastes like cheese. They'll love this. No, they were like, let's shit this out in time for Christmas, whack it like a £6 price. I think it was like £5 or £6. Inedible. Might as well have just eaten £6. Would have tasted better. I've been writing for too long about this. I've ran out of steam. Just companies, don't fucking bother if they're not going to be up to standard, because, you know, there are smaller companies who just do it. So, and yeah, these aren't cheap. They're like £7 or so each. Then you have to pay a delivery charge and that. But I'll gladly, because they're really good. They're innovative. They're little companies. Well, I think. Imagine, Honestly Tasty is actually owned by Cadbury's, and I'm just going to eat my own words. Apparently Baby Bell are going to come out with a vegan version. Some cheeses are so processed. You know, like little Baby Bells and American sliced cheese. So processed already that it's like, how hard is this for you guys to replicate? I just believe that none of these people are trying hard enough, and I could do their jobs better. That's all for today's video. Thank you so much for listening. Remember to like, comment and subscribe, resubscribe, dislike, do whatever you want. Just hang around here. trying to get to 200,000 followers. That'd be great if we can do that. And follow my podcast channel. See you guys next time. Bye.